Hi students, this is Mrs. Alonso and I'm going to be reading aloud for you the end of Unit 2 assessment number 2, retake. Question number 1. There are 20 pieces of fruit in a bowl and 12 of them are apples. What percentage of the pieces of fruit in the bowl are apples? 60%, 12%, 6%, or 0.06%. You may pause and do the work. Question number 2. Select all of the trips that would take 2 hours. So you may have multiple answer choices for this one. Drive 90 miles per hour between Pineville and Salisbury, which are 45 miles apart. Walk 2.5 miles per hour on a 5-mile nature hike. Take the train going 70 miles per hour from Charlotte to Raleigh, which are 140 miles apart. I suggest that you draw pictures to help you figure this problem out. Go ahead and pause and do the work in your notebook. Question number 3. Lynn's family has completed 30% of a trip. They have traveled 90 miles. How far is the trip? So the question is asking, how far is the total trip if so far they've traveled 90 miles and that represents 30% of the trip? I would go ahead and draw a double number line to represent your percentage and your miles. And your answer choices are, for the total distance of their trip, was it 27 miles, 120 miles, 270 miles, or 300 miles? Go ahead and pause the video and do the work. Question number 4. Lynn runs 4 laps around the track in 3 minutes. How many minutes per lap is that? Please write the number answer only. So pause and do the work for number 1. I suggest you make a table for this one. We're dealing with laps and minutes. And this question is asking how many minutes per lap. Think about what that word per means. So pause and make your table and answer question 1. Question number 2. How many laps per minute is that? Again, you're going to write the answer only as a number. So again, I suggest you make a table where we have 4 laps in 3 minutes. And we want to know how many laps in this amount of minutes. What does per mean? Go ahead and pause and do the work. Question number 3. If Lynn runs 16 laps at this same rate, how long does it take her? So you're going to use that same table where we have 4 laps in 3 minutes. Now, if she runs 16 laps, how many minutes will that take her? Go ahead and pause and do the work in your notebook. Question number 5. A ship captain is mapping a trip and wants to know the distance the ship will travel over certain time intervals. We have the time in hours in this column, and then we have the distance in miles in the column on the right. So in half an hour, they will travel 8.5 miles. In 1 hour, they will travel 17 miles. And in 1.5 hours, they will travel 25.5 miles. Assuming that this ship travels at a constant speed, What is the speed in miles per hour? Think about what that word per means. Pause and do the work. Question number 6. Which weighs more, a backpack that weighs 9.5 kilograms or a case of water that weighs 16 pounds? Again, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and make a double number line where we have kilograms and pounds. And then you're going to put this information on it as well. Note that 1 pound equals 0.45 kilograms. Okay, so one more time. Which weighs more, a backpack that weighs 9.5 kilograms or a case of water that weighs 16 pounds? Explain your reasoning. Note, this is important, 1 pound is about 0.45 kilograms. So you will need to go ahead and make your double number line in your notebooks and solve, and then explain how you solved it. Go ahead and pause and do the work. Question number 7. Elena and Jada are 24 miles apart on a path when they start moving toward each other. Elena runs at a constant speed of 12 miles per hour. Jada walks at a constant speed of 8 miles per hour. How long does it take until Elena and Jada meet? Be prepared to explain your reasoning. So for this, you're going to put a number in this box. A number is going to be your answer, okay? So you're going to answer, how long does it take until Jada and Elena meet? So again, they're at opposite ends, so I would draw a number line with Jada on one end and Elena on the other. And that number line is 24 miles apart. Now, when they start moving towards each other, Elena runs at a constant speed of 12 miles an hour, and Jada walks at a constant speed of 8 miles per hour. How long does it take until they meet in the middle? All right, and stop the video and do your work. Be sure to look over your answers. Make sure you've answered everything before submitting your test. Thank you.